I'm Tony, Granite Bay web designer and creator of the Ecom26 website for WordPress and Joomla. This e-commerce design makes selling online simple, manageable, and payment ready. So, download Ecom26 and let's build your e-commerce website today. I left a link in the description. Go straight to the download page, follow the instructions, and get your code and register your URL for a 60-day TMP client license for basic or advanced e-commerce website for WordPress or Joomla. For best results, install Ecom26 on a fresh installation of WordPress or Joomla using a new database. Create strong administrative password, set up your website email accounts, ensure your website has SSL enabled, install your preferred website security firewall, and configure reliable backup software. I'm going to install Ecom26 basic e-commerce website for WordPress. I will go through the basic WordPress setup and plugin installation that I like to use myself. Now click the link that was just created for you or just log in to the back end of your website. Let's dismiss the welcome panel. Let's head straight to user. Now I suggest adding a new user. Fill out the information, generate strong password, and for the role, place TJ as administrator and add user. I'll save that for now. Now let's log out. As you see, we have two admins right here for roles. We're going to log out and we're going to switch Fin to subscriber. So let's do that. We're going to log out. Let's log in as TJ we just created. We're going to go to user. And then from user, we're going to click on Fin there. And we are going to go from administrator to subscriber. And we're going to save or update user. Let's head back to user. Let's go. Now you see we have our roles now, our subscriber and admin. TJ is our new admin. We're going to click on there. Don't forget to set up a new nickname if you like. And then gotta come over here and click that right there. Make sure you do your new email needs to be verified. So confirm your new email and update the profile. And you'll see up here it says Howdy Tom. And there it is. This is a great technique to help protect your username. I totally recommend it. I've been using it for a long time to protect my site since Joomla 1.5. So give it a try. Let's go back to dashboard. Now let's install Ecom26. Navigate to appearance, click on appearance, add theme. We are going to upload theme. We're going to choose our file, go to your download or wherever you have placed the file. You're going to open that file. We're going to now install this file, Ecom26. This can take anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes depending on your server and internet connection. So please be patient. Great, finally it installed. Let's activate the theme. We're going to install plugin. We are going to install theme, import products, import content. This can take a little time, so be patient. Website is ready. Let's close this out. This brings us to the dashboard. A new update was just released with NicePage, so I'm going to update this theme and all my other themes and templates. Appearance, go to Themes, and then click on Theme Details. Go to Theme Wizard. We're going to install plugin. We are not going to import any products or anything. We're going to skip. We're going to skip content. We're going to close. Let's head back to theme. Let's take a look. There's our update 26.03.01 and 8.36, our new versions. And that's how you do it. Let's head back to the dashboard. Now let's head to settings, permalinks. Permalinks, we're going to scroll down and click on post name and let's save. Now let's head to plugins and start installing our plugins. I recommend installing your favorite website security plugin and a backup plugin to protect your site and your data. For me personally, I'm a bit old school, so I'm going to install the Classic Widget and Classic Editor plugins. That's just my preference. You can choose whatever works best for you. For this setup, I'm also going to be installing Contact Form 7 plugin. Now we're going to install the plugin for our HTML sitemap and XML sitemap, but don't activate them yet. I recommend waiting until the final setup is complete before submitting your site to Google and Bing search engines. For myself, I like to install and activate disable comments. Now go to disable comment setting and set comments to everywhere. When you're ready, come back and choose your post type, then click save. Next, head back to plugins and deactivate any old plugins you're not using. I recommend deleting unused plugins entirely for a faster and more secure website. Now let's start installing Ecom 26 Basic. So some of us might be new to WordPress or we've been doing it for a while, but let's get more familiar with it. Let's go to the post section, and these are our posts for our blogs, and the media section here where we'll be importing our pics for our website, and then our contact section here, that is our contact form section from Contact 7, and then we have Scene TMP client, and we'll get back to that. Then we have color and fonts, which we'll be getting into that. Then let's go to appearance. We've seen appearance. Let's go down to widgets. And in widgets, you'll see where we can have custom placements for our widget area. We have footer with 1 through 4 footer positions. We have our blog top position, 1 through 3, and our blog bottom position, 4 through 6. Same as our post top, 1 through 3, and our post bottom, 4 through 6, and our primary widget area for our sidebars. So get familiar with that, and we'll start placing in custom widgets for those. Let's head back to the dashboard. Let's head to menus, and you'll see we have menu 1 is all, and menu 2 is our home menu. Very important, always do your menu structuring inside menus, not in page navigation, and we'll get more familiar with this. So let's head back to dashboard. Now let's head to the front end of Ecom 26. Since we switched the site style source from theme to plugin, we're going to need to make adjustments. You'll see that here's our navigation, our home navigation, and then here on the left we have the all navigation. And we see we have logo top, we have logo bottom, we have 4 footer placements that we've seen in the back end. We have today's deal custom page, we have fashion and apparel custom page, we have tech accessory custom page, We have hats and cat custom page. We have pet store custom page, and so on. Here's the store where we're going to be linking our products to. We'll go to view, and then here's our description, add to cart button, and then we have these might interest you products. And you can always click on that, take a look, and that looks pretty nice. So let's head back to the home page. You'll see the navigation again, and then you'll see the navigation for our home menu, which you'll see when I click on it, it links to nowhere. So we're gonna have to go back to the back end and fix this, which is not a problem, very easy to do. And we'll customize that as well. Let's navigate to the blog page. And you'll see these are all our custom widget areas that are showing, but you'll see right here in our post section that we have 2 read more links. We need to fix this, which is pretty easy, and we'll do this in the back end as well. Let's click on the read more, and that's going to bring us to our post. And just like the blog section, these are all our custom headers, widgets, and our footer widgets. Let's head back to home page. Now we need to figure out what you want to do with this website. Do you want to keep it as e-commerce? Do you want to flip to something that you like? Well, I decided what I'm going to do with Ecom 26 is turn it into a pet and cat service website. So let's head back to the dashboard. Let's navigate to pages, to home page. Let's click on edit with TMP client, and we are going to take a look at the menu structure again one more time. Now you're going to see that the menu structure for our home page does not look or mirror the front end of the website. So like I said, we need to do all our changes in menus, not in pages. So let's go back to menus and fix this. Now we're back at home menu. We are home menu, and this looks all pretty good. We have TMP client, we have custom links, we have custom link there for the store, which we like. So let's go to menu all, and let's select this. This is the one that's in the sidebar that was not linking out. So best thing to do is just to delete it all. Let's create new menu. And we're going to call this menu sidebar all. We're going to click all right there. And we're going to create. Now, what are we going to place in this menu? Let's place in pages we do not have in with terms, contact, about, privacy, sitemap, FAQ. We're going to add to menu. There's our menu right there. Let's arrange. Well, let's get the home in there too, just so people have a way to get back to that. I'm gonna bring that down actually. Bring this up. And that looks good right there. Let's save that. Let's head to the dashboard. And let's take a look at the front end of the website. Let's go to the All menu that was giving us problems. You see all the pages here. Let's go to Privacy page, and that links out. Very nice. And there it is. Take a read on that if you like. And there's our home page again. That looks all good. We see our menus, and I like that. So let's go fix the blog now. As I said, we have 2 read more, so let's take care of that. Let's navigate to the dashboard, and then from the dashboard we're going to go to Appearance. From Appearance we are going to go to Customize. From Customize we are going to go to Excerpts. From Excerpts we're going to scroll down and we're going to deselect Show More Links, and we're going to publish that. And since we published, we are publishing Ecom 26 as well. So we can go check our homepage settings and you will see that homepage is published, which is good. So we will come back to the post page adding later. Let's go back to dashboard. Let's navigate to the front end. Let's go to the blog page and check to see if the read more is fixed. And yes, we only have 1 read more link. And like I said, we'll be coming back to this to restyle and everything. Let's head to the home page and let's check out more work we need to get done. Let's customize this and let's swap out this logo and other logos, and we are going to rebrand Ecom 26 to fit your brand. So let's get started, and we're going to need to swap out the logos. We have the top logo and we have the bottom logo, plus we have the 2 sidebar logos. So let's start with that. Now let's swap out our logos. Let's head to the dashboard, and from dashboard we'll go to Appearance. From Appearance we'll go to Customize, and from Customize we're going to go to Site Identity, and from Site Identity we're going to swap out and change our logo. Let's upload a file. Just find your logo, upload your logo, choose your file there. Select. Let's crop the image correctly. Now let's change our favicon icon. Let's select the logo again. We are going to cut this right here. That looks good. Let's add our logo link. There it is right there. And let's not forget our site icon. And we'll just pick this one that we just used. And publish. Take a look at the front end. And there it is. Now let's continue with the sidebar logos. Let's go back to Pages. So we'll go to Dashboard, Pages, Home Page, Edit with TMP Client, and we're going to do some more logo swapping. And we are just about ready to be verified. And here we go. Sometimes the verification takes a little time, but as you see, our logo did not change here, so we're going to have to swap out our logo right here, which is pretty easy. We're just going to change image, We're going to go to my image and let's pick the logo image. Let's go ahead and select done. And let's do a little adjusting on this. That looks pretty good right there. And let's continue on and go to the footer. And we'll swap out the logo here. Let's add our logo right here. Click on, let's center. Let's check all the views. There's the laptop view. Looks pretty good. Mobile view, and let's go with the landscape. That looks all look pretty good. Let's just save that. Let's go back to desktop view. Scroll back up. Click on all menu. Go down to the edit panel. From the edit panel, click on the logo and let's delete that. Let's install your logo or my logo I'll be using. That looks pretty good right there. We're at 0. I want to take this to 10. There we go. Let's check out all the views. That looks nice. Let's bring up home. Let's bump that to 20. Let's bring up social media to 20. Let's check out landscape view. We need to center, bring over our logo a bit. That looks good. Just a little bit more. Here we go. And we are at 13. Let's bring them to 10. Everything came up, which is good. Let's look at mobile view. That looks pretty good. Let's save. Now it's saved. Now let's click on home menu. And that's the hamburger burger there. And we're going to click on edit panel. And we're going to delete the logo. Remove. Let's add your logo or add my logo. Go to image, image. From image, we'll select the logo. And there it is right there. And let's see, we're at 20. I want to bring it to 10. I like 10 positioning, but it's up to you. You choose what you like. And let's go through the views, laptop view. Let's bring over the logo a bit. That's fine. Let's adjust it to 10. That looks good. I like it. Right about there. There we go. Let's check out next view. That looks good. That looks good. Let's bring up home to 20. Let's bring up social media to 20. That looks good. Let's save. Saving. It's saved. Let's go back to desktop view. Close out. Let's X out. We're going to leave. We're going to update home page. Now let's navigate to the front end of the home page, and there's our logo. Here's our sidebar logo, and let's minimize the view to create our hamburger. There we go for our hamburger menu there for home. And there it is. We just swapped out our logo, simple as that. Let's go to the footer. And there's the footer logo. Looks very nice. Very easy to do. So let's navigate back to the dashboard. Now let's go to Pages, Home Page, and let's add some products to our home page. Waiting for authorization. It can take a little bit, but it's popping up here. Now head to Products. Let's add a new category. We will add Services. Now let's add new product. I'm going to place in a long description of the service of dog and cat walking or sitting. Let's place this in title. Let's put this in short description. Long descriptions mostly for SEO, I kind of feel. And price is gonna be $19 an hour. Tailored. Add a couple pictures. I'll take this one, this one, this one. Let's place those in. Let's save. Let's take a look right here. There it is right there. That looks nice, $19. And let's go back to products. And I'm going to continue adding my products, and I'll be right back. Okay, the service products are in place, looking pretty good. Let's go to the front end and take a look. Let's X out, let's update. And let's visit the front end of the website. There it is, and there's our products. They look pretty good. Let's click on the video there, more product. That looks pretty nice. There's a slideshow. Add to cart. There's the cart, which we'll be working on. And there are my interesting products. Oh, that came out really nice. Let's view the store. The store looks good. And as you see, we have all these products we need to get rid of. So let's go back and let's start cleaning up the products. Let's head to Pages, Home Page. TMP client, let it authorize. And let's head to products, and down in the products, let's go to flip-flop, and we're going to delete and delete. And I'm going to delete all of these, and I'll be right back. And the last one we'll delete. And let's save. Ecom26 is a very robust website with lots of pages to sell on, but we don't need all that. So let's break it down to the easiest form. Let's head to Pages, X out, we'll go to Pages, and let's start deleting or unpublished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click everything for myself, and I'm keeping home page, sitemap, going to keep pet store, privacy page, about, contact, terms, and hats and caps. Let's double check. Oh, let's keep FAQ for right now. And the rest, I'm going to place in the trash. And there are the pages we will keep. Now let's go to menus. Okay, we're in menus, select home menu, and let's start editing home menus. See, there is some menu structures we're going to get rid of. So I'm going to start with today's deal, and I'm going to remove that and continue on. Okay, these are the home menu links that I am going to keep. Let's save. And let's go to sidebar menu, select menu sidebar all has all custom links. That's not going to work for us. So let's bulk select and delete. And let's add contact, privacy, sitemap, FAQ, and the home page. And we can do a little adjusting here. We'll save menu. And let's go to the front end of the website and take a look. That came out good. Just need to remove some of these links. Let's check out the all menu, and that looks pretty good. Let's check out terms and see where that linking to. That looks good there. Let's go back to the dashboard. Let's go to menus, and let's clean up home menus. So we do not need about us, and we'll remove sitemap. We'll save. Now let's go back to the front end and take a look. That looks pretty good right there. Let's go back to the back end. Let's go back to menus. Back in home menu, let's view all, and we are going to add FAQ, about, and contact. shuffle these down here. Let's save. And now let's go to the front end and take a look at the sidebar menu. There it is. That looks good. And linking out there looks good. Let's keep that. Let's head to pages. And we are going to delete unnecessary categories. So let's head to home page. And then make TMP client. And let's get ready. And let's head to products, categories. These are the categories that I'm going to keep: pet store and services. And now let's take a look at the template itself. There's a lot to do on this, so let's get started with the slideshow. We don't need all these pics. I'm going to delete that one there, and maybe we'll keep this one here. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Let's clean that up a bit there. That looks pretty good. And let's change the title. We'll do that premium pet care, and that is a header 1 right there. And let's save. And let's change the pic. We'll make this easy. Let's go to Nice Page, see what they have for us here. Let's see. Pets. Pet dog and cat. That looks cute. Like that. We're going to apply. And it's loading. That looks pretty nice. Let's center. Let's apply. That looks pretty good right there. Let's save. And let's continue with the second pic. Let's open that to change image, and let's see what we have here. That looks good. Let's go back to pet. And I'm going to choose this one right here. That looks nice. Let's insert that. We'll apply. Loading image. And there it is. That looks pretty good. I like that. Let's take off the shadowing. I'm just going to delete that. There it is right there. We might have to put it back on. Actually, let's take a look. And actually, I think I do not like this picture, actually. So let's go back and find something else. And I think I'm going to do the same picture, but this one has a background. So let's take a look and see how that looks. Yeah, I like this one much better. Let's see how it looks without the background there. That looks pretty good. Bad. Let's definitely change this to white. That'll work. Let's save. And that looks good. Let's just fix the title there. We're just going to keep it the same. This is under heading 2, so that's perfect. So we got heading 1 and we have a heading 2. Let's save. And as I look, I think I'm going to place 2 pick as number 1 and slide that over. And I like how that feels much better. And let's continue on. So I actually want this as header 1 slideshow. So I'm going to go to header 1. I'm just going to replace the picture. Go to My Images and find the image that we just installed. I like that. That looks good. Now let's go to slide 2 and let's swap this out. And that looks good. I like that a lot better. And the reason I did it is because I didn't want to start messing with the header 1 and header 2. It starts changing the size and the colors. And I didn't want to deal with that. So that's why I did it like this. So let's continue on. So let me explain a little bit more how we set up our websites. We use blocks, grids, and elements. And right here is a button element. And if I click on the linking, you'll see all the multiple ways we can link this button. Plus, if you come up here to the add, you'll see multiple elements and grids and videos and calendars that we can place on our website as well. Plus, this is our product listing right here. And from here, you would need to set up your PayPal, Stripe, and email if you want to get paid. So you need to generate a PayPal client ID, and you're going to have to do Stripe as well. The best way to get this information is just go to NicePage. As I said, this is a NicePage build. You can go to the help section and get all that information right here. Here's the video tutorials on all this. Plenty of information here for you. Plus, if you come to the documentation right here, if you go to e-commerce, go to all, come down here and look for PayPal. You can get all your information for PayPal, client ID, Stripe payment, shopping cart. If you click on there for PayPal ID, it's going to step-by-step instructions how to get your ID to import it back into your website. So take a good read on that. And I recommend going to the 400 plus features, and this is going to show you all the web page elements that you can achieve on your WordPress or Joomla website. Lots of good information here, so definitely go over that. Let's go back to the website and let's continue on. So let's decide what blocks and elements are we going to keep. Well, let's keep this since it's right there on the front page. We'll rename that. Right now, we're going to keep this. We do not need that. We'll keep that. We do not need that. No, and do not need that. We'll keep pet store and we'll keep email. Let's head back up to the page. Let's save that. Let's restyle this block and start swapping out the text and images. Let's find something nice here with pets. Let's see. This one looks good. Let's apply that. Now let's see. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see if we can center this a bit. If not, then we'll just swap it up. No, I think that will look good. I like that. Let's delete this. We don't need that. Let's soften up the buttons. They're just a little too square. So we're gonna put, I like these an 8. That looks nice. All of them are changed. Let's save. And I'm going to finish the rest and I'll be right back. That came out pretty good, but I believe I'm going to swap out walking and sitting. And let's try this image here. Let's apply. Let's take a look. Let's center the image. That looks cute. Let's apply. I think that'll work. Let's save. So let's start adding some new blocks. Let's go to add. Let's go to block. Let's go to block design. Let's type in pet and see what we get. There's some good one right here. Kind of like the pet hotel. And let's go back and let's see what else do they have. Let's click blocks again. Let's take this. I like that. Let's go back to blocks. So let's add contact us. That came out pretty nice. We'll probably use that. And let's go add another block. Let's go back to pet and animals. And what else do we see here? The kitty cat, he looks sweet. And it's loading. That looks nice. And let's save everything. Okay, everything has updated and saved, and we have added some nice elements there. Let's start redesigning. Let's put back up our main header, and you can do that right from here. Now let's start styling. We're going to move down cat. Let's move them all the way down for right now. Let's move up our block. Looks good there. Like that. Kind of like that with there. We're going to move down contact us. And it's starting to flow. Let's save. And let's go back to blocks. Let's add, and let's go to blocks, and let's try the AI block builder. I have not tried that too much, so we'll try that there. Let's copy and paste this into here. Let's add some images. It's done. Images are loading. It's done. Let's create. And let's see what it has. Oh, contact form sounds good. And let's take a look at contact form. There's some nice contact form. Kind of like this one. We'll use that. That came out pretty good. Now quite the same color style, but we can fix that. Let's take a look, see what it looks like in mobile. Not bad. That'll work. Let's go back up to desktop view. I believe I want to make some changes to the slideshow area. I'm going to go to blocks. I'm going to do an image on. Let's see what they have here. Let's take this one right here. I think that's going to work. Let's copy and paste right here. Matter of fact, we are going to bump this to header. Let's place in image. Transparency. Let's go with 20 looks nice right there. We'll just keep that. And let's delete. My internet's running so slow today, it's crazy. Let's delete the slideshow. I don't want the slideshow. And we're saving. Yeah, looking pretty good. Let's take this button here. Let's go to copy style. Let's head to the header section here. And we're going to paste style. And that looks pretty good right there. Let's save that. And let's continue. Let's add some text to this. It's pretty good. Pop this up a little bit there, I like. And we're really not going to be using this button actually. So let's delete the button. Let's replace with contact form, short form. Now let's style contact form, short form there. Let's grab the button style there. Let's go to the button here, click on the button, paste the style. Let's see what we got. That looks pretty good. That looks nice. And for the box, let's soften it up a bit and give it an 8. I like that much better. Let's save. Let's X out, update the page. Let's go to the front page and visit the home page. And we'll check out the blog and the site is taking shape. Let's scroll down and take a look. Everything's looking really good. A couple changes we can make, but no problem. Let's head back and check out the blog page. In the blog page, we're going to have to clean this up, which is not a problem. Let's do the read more and brings us to the post page and the same thing. we're going to clean this up. So let's head back to Pages, go to Dashboard, go to Pages, go to Home Page. From Home Page, we're going to click and get authorized here. Now let's head to Templates. Click on the blog template. Now go, and this shows you the positioning. Now click inside the white box. Now click outside the white box on the gray area, and that's going to bring you up to the name, header, footer, and home page. Click on back to the top there, and I suggest doing that for the post. That's going to clean it up and all the other pages. So let's go back to post page. We're going to follow the same instructions there. We're going to click here, and we're going to click outside to the gray area. There is our back to the top, and let's save that. And I'm going to continue with all the back to the tops with the template pages, and I will finish up with the thank you page. Back to the top, there it is, and we will save. So it's very important that you place in all your back to tops in your templates, and I'll show you why. So let's save, and let's go to the dashboard. And now you're going to see on the sidebar here that we have plugin template folder. And now we can go and edit all our page plugin templates right here instead of having to go to pages. So let's go to the blog template, and it's going to authorize. Let's save. Let's X out, go to the front page and take a look. Click on blog, and there it is. It's all nice and cleaned up. Let's click on read more, and there's the post page, all nice and cleaned up. Let's head back to dashboard. Let's continue configuring the blog. Go to TMP client, go to create page, and it's going to authorize, and it is loading. We're going to name this blog. We're going to create blank page. We're going to add back to top. We are going to add a blog post. We are going to add a breadcrumb. I'm going to set it at 10 with a spacing of 3. That's what I like to keep all of mine. Let's add some meta. And we'll click the author's name. Let's save. Now let's go to pages. Click on blog. Let's publish. Let's go down to appearance. Let's go to settings instead. Click on settings there, and we will go to reading. From reading, let's click and select blog. for our post page and save. Let's go back to pages. Click on blog. And now you'll notice that you cannot edit in pages with blog. Editing must be done in page templates now. Let's go to blog template. Let's edit now with TMP Client. And here we go, and this is our new blog page template where you will be doing all your editing and styling how you like. Let's save. Let's go to post. We'll go to categories and we will create blog category, and we will save or add to categories. And we will probably be deleting these categories here eventually. Let's head back to dashboard. Actually, let's go back to post and create a new post. So we'll add a post. And what will we add our new post? Let's add our information about our meet and greet coming up. So that's going to be pretty cool. We're going to just take this right here. Use this as the title. Let's edit that. Let's come down here, and where is our pics? We'll add an image. That looks good. Let's set the image. We'll set it for blog category, and let's publish. Let's go to the front end and check it out. That looks pretty nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's go to blog. And there it is right there. The menu blog link right here is actually not what we'll be using. I'm going to show you in the search right here. This is the linking is the post type post. And you'll see right here in breadcrumbs, it's not even visible. So we're going to have to switch this out. It's pretty easy. Let's head to dashboard. Let's go to menus. And then in menus right here, you'll see we have blog custom link. We're going to eliminate that. We're going to come up here and click view all. And you'll see we have blog here. We're going to add to menu. And there it is right there. We'll do a little adjusting. Let's save. Let's head back to the front end. Let's take a look at the blog. And there it is. And you see now we have our breadcrumb plus, I'll show you the linking right here because I don't show my linking. There's the linking right there. Let's click on our new post. And there's our new post. And the linking for that, I'm just going to show in search, and there's a linking right there. So that's all complete. That looks good. Let's head back to dashboard. Let's go to plugin templates. Let's go to post templates. TMP client. Let it authorize. And let's say we want sidebars. So we're going to do it like this. First thing is always save your block. So let's export this block. We're going to save it. And it's saved. Now let's do this and add a grid. There. Columns are different, doesn't matter. Actually it does, but I like to use that one. We're going to resize that. We are going to add a post details right there. We are going to resize this to 500, 525. I'm going to bring down the image because that's how I like to do that. I'm going to place in a widget position shortcode position widget area right here, and we're going to name this. Now you need to name this primary widget area. That's what you need to do. And let's save. And let's duplicate the block, excuse me. And we're going to flip. Now we have left side. And let's save. Let's X out. Let's go to the front page. Let's go to blog. We'll go to post. And here is the post with no sidebar. Text on top, image on the bottom, how I like it. Here is sidebar right. Here's our menus and category. Picture on the bottom here. Here's our sidebar left. Same thing, categories, menu structure, and image on the bottom. That came out pretty good. Let's go back to dashboard. Let's go back to plugin templates to post template. TMP client, and let's create widget placements. So and let's delete the sidebars we created. Now let's add a block. And in this block, let's add, we're going to add position sidebar widget area. We're going to name this post top 2. And then we're going to scroll down. We're going to add another block. In this block, we're going to add another. We're going to add a grid. Actually, let's add a grid. We're going to have 3 grids. And then in this, we can add position widget area. I'm going to name this position 4. And this will be position 5. Let's save. And we will add this position. This will be position bottom 6. Save. Let's X out. Let's head to widgets. Let's place in a navigation menu. That would be on bottom 4, post bottom 4. Let's place in a category, post bottom 5, and let's place in image, post bottom 6. Add image. Let's save. Done. Done. Save. And let's take a look at the front end. Go to blog. Let's go to read more. There's our cat in the second top position. Let's scroll down. And there we have our other positions. And you can always clean those up. But as you get the idea, with plenty of positions. And then you can always make adjustments to the titles. Let's head back up. Definitely work with those. You can use them really well for advertisements, for banners. That's really good. So let's go to dashboard. We're in dashboard. Let's go back to plugin templates. We're going to go back to post. Let's go edit. And let's delete. I do not need that. And I do not need that right now. Let's save. I do want right sidebar, so I'm definitely going to set that back up. And I'm going to delete this. Check out the views. I think that'll work nice. Let's save. Let's X out. Go visit the front end. Go to blog. Go to post. There's our sidebar. And that's how I like to do that. Let's go back to blog right there. And the blog is looking good. Head back to dashboard. Well, if you are still with me, I really appreciate it. We have covered a lot, and I know there's a lot to go over, but there's a couple more things I want to go over, and we'll be completing this. Thank you for sticking around this long, and I really appreciate it. And please like and subscribe. So let's continue on, and we need to clean up footer in the home page. So we're going to clean this up and add our widgets. Let's go to the widgets, and let's start with navigation menu. We're going to place that in footer 1. And select our home menu and save that, and I'm going to continue on. And let's finish up with the footer. All finished there. Let's take a look at the front end. Let's refresh. That came out pretty good. I like that. I always do some modifying, of course, but that will work for today. Let's go back to the dashboard. Now let's go to Pages, Home Page, and you'll see that the footer does not mirror the front end of the website, and that's okay. That's just how it is. Let's go back. And if you do not want a footer at all, it's very easy. All you have to do is go to, head back to the top, and then in home, you're going to click the little tab here and deselect show footer, and there it's gone. Let's take a look at the front end. Definitely need to save and update, so let's do that first. X out, update. Let's take a look. Refresh, and it's gone. So remember though, if you're going to continue doing this, you're going to have to go to all your pages and do the same procedure, and go to all your plugin templates and do the same thing, and that will eliminate the footer for you and the header as well. So let's go back to Pages, scroll to the bottom, let's go to the footer, and now let's import a block. And this block is a footer that I just created, and it's so easy just to create your own footer as well. And I do that on a lot of my pages, actually. Very simple. And there it is right there. Let's save that. Let's X out. Let's update. And we'll take a look at the footer there. Let's refresh. And there it is right there. Custom footer, then you can just create your own linking. Let's go back to Pages, and let's just delete that if you don't need it. Just showing you how it's simple to do. Just create a grid and add everything into the grid. Let's go back to home and let's show footer again. Double check, yes, and let's save. X out. Update. Now let's go to the dashboard. Let's go back to Pages. Let's go to Home Page. Click on Client. And then once you're inside let's go to pop-ups. And then here you'll see this is the main pop-up that's been popping up right here. And you can design that how you like. Click on there. And then on the right hand side of the editor, you'll see you can change your images. You can crop your images. And click on the pop-up. And from here, you'll see you have placements now on your screen where you can place. And then you have what page you want to place this on. I'm going to on page or exit. You can select your page. And if you click on the pop-up, it'll give you your pop-up positions. Plus, it'll show you module pop-ups where you can place them on button click, on timer, or on page exit. You can select your pages right here. And remember, if you need any more information, all you have to do is just go to the Nice Page website, go to the help, and there's all the videos and documentation that you need to get more comfortable with the editor. So let's head back to Pages. If you did any changes, then you need to save. If not, you can just exit out and leave. We'll head back to the dashboard. And from the dashboard, we're going to head to Plugin Templates. And then from Plugin Templates, we are going to go to Product List Template. And inside Product List Templates here, we are going to apply the button style that we saved. That's pretty nice. And don't forget to save. Now let's X out. Let's head back to Plugin Templates. And we are going to choose now Product Detail Template. Click on Product Detail Template. And right here, let's paste our button style. Let's add product variation. We'll bump this up to the above the button. Let's add a product carousel. So let's click there and let's go to add. Let's go to products. From products, let's go to product listings. From product listing, you can choose product list or product carousel. I'm going to go carousel. Let's add that, and there it is right there. Let's apply our button style. I like. That's pretty nice. Let's go to the top here. Let's add a breadcrumb. I'm going to position to the left at 10 position here. And then we're going to space it with 3. This is what I like from my websites. That looks nice. Let's check out mobile view real quick. We'll take that. Let's save. Let's X out. Let's visit the front end. Let's go to store. Let's click on view. Well, carousel did not show up. That's not a problem. Let's fix this. Let's head back to dashboard. Navigate to TMP client. And what we're going to do is let's click on reset to defaults, which that's going to bring up the theme. Let's save the changes. Now let's put it back to plugin. Let's save. Let's go visit the front end of the website. Let's check out the store. Click on view. And there it is. And let's go back and let's fix the slideshow a bit. Let's go to dashboard. Plugin template. From plugin templates, we'll go down to product detail template. We're going to edit. And I'm going to rearrange the slideshow. I am going to come over to thumbnails and I'm going to pick the position for the pics. I like that. Let's check out mobile view. And that looks good. Let's go back to desktop view. Click on arrows and the arrows will pop up. Let's change the color to site color we're using. That looks pretty good. I like that. Anything else? I think we're going to save. Let's save and take a look at the front end. X out and we will update. We don't need to update, that's right. We just view the page. There's our pop-up there. There's our store again. Let's view. Looks good. Slideshow I like the images below. Arrow looks good. View. That looks nice, and buy now. Now we'll bring up PayPal and Stripes, so definitely set that up. Remember, all you have to do is just go to Nice page and you can find all the information you need. Let's head back to dashboard. And remember to back up, and always back up. So remember, we went to pages and we did the ordering. Home, pet store, hats and caps. But if you look at the front end, it does not mirror that. Hats and caps is down here. You need to go to menus. So go to menus, go to appearance, menus, and do your ordering there. Like I've said before, it's very important to do it all right here. So we're just going to bump it up to the third position we want. We're going to save menu. And we're going to go to the front end. We're going to refresh. And there it is, hats and caps. Pet store. And we'll take a look at these. Let's go back to dashboard. Let's create a new page. Let's go to TMP client. We're going to go to create page. And let's see what AI does for us. We'll create AI builder page and we'll add in our info. We're just going to select some images that we have. Click done, let it load. We'll be styling this page. And we'll make it looking really good. So let's see what AI does for us. Let's create. Okay, well, we got things to start with here. Let's go with a light. We're going to go to light. And like that, we're going to set colors. Let's see here. I'm going to go with this palette. This color set. I think I will change the color set. Let's try this. Yes, I like this better. We're just going to go with this one. Let's take a look. That looks nice. I can work with that. And let's select. And we are changing. It's going to change out the whole color set, so we'll see what happens. Well, not quite the color that I wanted, but I will switch that. But that looks pretty good, and I will work with this. So let's save. And don't forget to click on back to the top, and we're going to rename this to page test. And let's save. Let's exit out. Update the page and publish the page. Let's go to menus. Let's find our new page. Just right in front of me, page test. Let's just add this to home menu. Put it at the end is fine. We'll save menu. Let's take a look at the front end. And there's our AI build. Not too bad. It has all the text that I inputted, which is very nice. Some nice pictures. There's a nice icon set there. So we'll go with this. And let's clean it up a bit. Let's head back to dashboard. So let's head to color and fonts. We haven't been there yet. And we're going to change the color set. Remember to back up your website just in case things get too out of whack. You can always just install the backup, which is really nice, and then you can experiment, find different color sets that you like. So let's continue on. Let's go to preset colors. Let's see here. I like this one right here. I think that'll look good. Let's update, save. Let's X out. Let's go to the front end. See what damage it did. Not too bad, just a little change there. Changed all of that. Not too bad. Let's head back to dashboard. Let's go to pages. And let's go to our page test. Let's click in to the home page. And we're at the home page, and this is much better color set. I like this a lot. None of the blue. So we'll work with this. Save this actually. It's all saved. Let's start placing in our images. So let's crop the image and bring it down a little bit. Looks pretty nice. Let's apply. Let's bring up the image a bit. That looks pretty good right there. Can't see the dog, so let's bring this down to right about there. And I think I'm going to do the image, add a little bit of image. And bring the image at the tab. That looks pretty good. Let's swap this out to a circle. Same with this one. We do a circle. Let's do a little adjusting. Kind of like a little offset. There, bring this guy down here. Off there. Bring this down a little bit here. This here. See what we're at 80. I'm gonna keep it at 60. Pretty nice so far. Let's add our text. We'll place this right here. Let's bump up. Put this to a bold. Header 1, that's what's missing. And we'll do 700 bold. And we'll place this into a semi-bold. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. Let's swap this out. Paw print. Let's bump up the paw print so we can see a little better. Let's take it to 20. Let's take the text to 18. Let's give it a 5. That looks nice. We can use that. Let's save. And let's continue on. Let's grab this one. Copy style. Paste style. Let's go back up to the icon. Kind of not liking it. I want to change the color. Let's try this right. Oh yeah, I like that. It pops out, matches a bit. And going to remove the image on this one. Let's go to image. Let's upload image. There's our image. Let's continue on. Let's do this image here. Let's pick this image here. Let's apply the image. That looks pretty good. Let's soften this a bit. Take it to 8. I like. Let's add a shadow. Pretty nice. A little too much shadow. We'll take this to 80. I like. Let's soften this up. We'll just do the button style. And let's continue on to our icon set. Lots of nice icons to choose from, so let's go check them out. Let's search pet. Probably go with color. And let's take a look. And I think I like this one. Let's insert. It's uploading. I like that. That looks good. I'm going to continue styling everything, and I'll be right back. Well, I like that. It came out pretty good. Let's put on the finishing touches, and let's save. And I am going to grab this button, and I'm going to copy this button. I'm going to come down here, I'm going to click on this button, I'm going to paste, I'm going to delete, I'm going to center, and rename. Add link and save. And let's do the same thing with this button. Let's paste. Let's continue on. I know that we're going to be using. Let's paste. Give it to the left. Let's delete. I'm going to continue on with this, and we will place this to the left. And start swapping out the photos. Let's swap out the photo here and every other photo. And I set up a testimonials. And let's add a little shadowing. Pop out a bit. That looks good. We'll take it at 90. Same thing here. Let's add a little shadow. And we're going to take this to 90. I like it soft like that. And let's save. For the map, put in your city or how you like it. And I just set up about us. Let's put the final touches. Let's get 8. Let's put a shadow. Yeah. Let's add the new logo. Here we go. That looks good. Let's shrink it a bit there. Let's center. Let's save. Page is updated. Let's visit the front end. There's our logo. We can do some adjusting on that. That's not a problem. I like that. Came out good. Let's go to the footer. Footer looks good. Just need to take out some of these widgets, and we'll take out this photo. So let's head to widgets. Let's delete these blank ones. I removed the blank widgets, and let's swap out the image here. Let's go to media. Let's find what we are looking for. Scroll down here. Let's take this one right here. Let's save. Let's go to the front end, take a look. Let's go down to widgets, footer, and there it is right there. Not too shabby, it looks pretty good. There's the new logo. And of course, I need to do the sidebar logos and all that, but I'll do that on my time. Well, I got all the logos in place. And let's head to the front end. Well, I think this came out pretty nice. We sure did a lot with this AI creation. We swapped out the buttons, we added the text, came out pretty good. I like the little paw. We have some good blocks here. The pet care service icon set came out really good. I like that. And what else here? We have about us. That came out good. Wearing more buttons, and we had our litter box, cat box, testimonials came out really well. What's next? Oh yes, overnight care and the boxes came out good. Yard poop service came out good. Vacation sitting, I like. Clean home FAQ. 15-minute pet service form. Meet and greet. And we got our map. Our footer came out good. Map. Let's head back up to the top. Wow, we did a lot. Considering we went from template to template, let's go check out the new service menu page. And I created a service menu page and styled it with the color palette that we chose. It's a basic one, but it works. Links out to the products. And there you go. You can purchase right there. Remember to set up your PayPal. And then I cleaned up the blog section a bit in the post there, the header of the post section, which is just a little too much for me. And then I styled the frequently asked question page. And then I styled the contact us page with form. And styled the about us page. The same color palettes and just trying to make it flow. Let's go back to the home page. Thank you for your interest for Ecom 26 Basic. It was a long video, choppy video, and I want to apologize for that, but they will get better, I guarantee it. Go to my website, tonemediapromotions.com, and you can download Ecom 26 Basic and Advanced. I create multi-purpose websites for Joomla and WordPress. I create pre-built websites and custom website designs. And I offer VIP service. If you are interested in any of these services, please contact me, schedule a phone call, or just email me. It's not a problem. I will get back to you. I will have Ecom 26 Advanced coming soon. Be on the lookout, and please like and subscribe. Thank you much.